Just while you're here, can we just do that? Otherwise, the next time it's a $5,000 fine, and we don't want to do that.
It's a $5,000 fine if what?
Fine. If you breach again.
If I walk out onto that path.
Without your mask on, for no reason other than the laundry.
If I cross that yellow line,
saying that you've broken the rule,
that I've broken the rule, I will be issued with a $5,000 fine.
That's correct.
Right.
Okay. We could even do that now, but we're giving the warning first. Have a chat with you because it's a big fine. Rather just do the right thing, yeah?
You need to defend your civilization against the onslaught of this cancer of progressivism, liberalism, and globalist brainwashing. This is a life or death situation. No messing around. The prescription is 2 doses of InfoWars taken daily. We're about to cover a story from a woman named Haley Hodgson, an Australian woman. And I'll play the video here in a second that's been going somewhat viral, but she did an extended interview. We're going to try to get her on this show next week, so I want to talk to her about this. But let me just read some of her story of how she was taken to a COVID camp in Australia despite never testing positive for COVID. It all began when a friend of hers tested positive. She recounts how investigators came to her home shortly afterwards, having run the number plate of her scooter to identify her as a close contact. They asked if she'd done a COVID test, and in the moment she lied and said she had, when she in fact had not. This set in train an extraordinary series of events. So then the police officers blocked my driveway, she said. I walked out and said, "What's going on? Are you guys testing me for COVID? What's happening?" They said, "No, you're getting taken away, and you have no choice. You're going to Howard Springs. It's the COVID camp. You either come with us now, or we'll put you in the back of the divvy van. You can have a choice to get a COVID cab." I said, "I don't consent to this. I don't understand why I can't just self-isolate at home like a lot of other people are doing." They just said, "We've just been told from higher ups to where to take you, and that's all there is." She was ordered to pack a bag and was told that she could be released once she tested negative. Collected in the back of a rented van, she was then transported to Howard Springs. On arrival, she was told she'd have to stay there for the full 14 days. Saying, quote, "You literally get put on the back of a golf buggy with your bags." She says they just drop you off at this camp and leave you, basically not contacting you except to drop off food once a day or come castigate you for breaking the arbitrary rules. She was tested 3 times during those 14 days, and on every occasion she tested negative. At one stage, she was disciplined for leaving the confines of her cabin without a mask and was threatened with a $5,000 fine. On another occasion, she was told how she was offered Valium to calm her down. She said, "You feel like you're in prison. You feel like you've done something wrong. It's inhumane what they're doing. You're so small, they just overpower you. You're literally nothing. And it's like, you do as we say or you're in trouble and we'll lock you up for longer." Yeah, they were even threatening me that if I was to do this again, we will extend your time here. What Haley is still not certain about is whether her sentence at Howard Springs was punitive and related to her original mistake about the test. That is the impression she got with one call with the Australian Centre for Disease Control. Completely arbitrary. Tested negative, never COVID positive. This is being used as a punishment for people who are misbehaving. This has nothing to do with COVID. She never tested positive. She never had COVID. They never had a good reason to put her in quarantine. This was a punishment for her misbehaving. That's all this was. No jury, no judge, arbitrary and indefinite confinement for daring to question the authorities. Absurd and ridiculous. Here's a video, short little clip of her at Howard Springs being told exactly what rules to follow and what the punishments will be if she steps past the line. Literally, there's a line on the ground and you can't step past it. Here it is.
So what's the go?
So this, I'm going to give you a warning, yeah? It's an official warning that you have to stand in the balcony and obey the rules while you get, yeah? And that's, we have to go the rules again. I don't care.
So am I allowed to go to the laundry?
You're allowed to go to the laundry, but you got to wear a mask, yeah?
Yeah, righto.
Yeah. And you definitely can't go up to fencing else, but you're allowed to go to the laundry, yeah? That's always been the case, yeah?
Right, so if I was sitting just here, which is right near the fence, why are these guys in a cabin that's right near the fence? It makes no sense, does it?
Yeah, but you can't leave your balcony to go to the fence to talk to somebody else. That's what's obvious, yeah?
So if I was at that balcony...
Make sense. There has to be lines everywhere drawn, yeah? And one of the lines is you cannot leave your balcony and you cannot go to someone else. Where it makes no sense or doesn't seem right to you, that is the line, and that's what the law is, yeah? And that's how it goes, yeah?
The law.
Well, the show direction.
There's a law that says
show
that.
direction, yep. There's a show direction, yeah? And how the behavior must be done, especially in this area, because it's much more highly infectious and likely to have infected people, yeah?
Highly infectious when all of us people are negative.
So,
That's a risk.
so far, the risk is still very high, yeah? Just while you're here, can we just do that? Otherwise, the next time it's a $5,000 fine, and we don't want to do that.
It's a $5,000 fine if what?
$5,000 fine. If you breach again.
If I walk out onto that path.
Without your mask on, for
With
no reason other than the laundry.
If I cross that yellow line,
The rule saying that you've broken the rule.
that I've broken the rule, I will be issued with a $5,000 fine.
That's correct.
Right.
Okay. We could even do that now, but we're giving the warning first. Have a chat with you because it's a big fine. Rather just do the right thing, yeah? Like I said, I'm not here to fight with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight with you.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to do the right thing, and unfortunately it's my job to make sure they do. I don't care the ins and outs. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm just here to make sure the rules are here.
Yeah, I'm just following orders. I'm just following
So
orders.
what did that experience make you think? Like, what was your feeling about being in that situation with those people in control of your every movement?
Oh, it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. You feel like you're in prison. You feel like you've done something wrong. It's inhumane what they're doing. Like you are so small. They just overpower you, and you're literally nothing.
You know, it's almost worse than prison. It's insane, right? Like, at least prison, they lock you up. They slam the door and you can't get out. Here, they just paint a line on the ground and they're like, you cross that, you're in huge trouble. So it's like psychologically, you're really just imprisoning yourself. They're really just psychologically imprisoning you in this little hut. Never tested positive, never given a chance to, fight this in court. She was never offered a lawyer. They completely disregard all of the, standard laws that are supposed to apply to prisoners because, well, you're not a prisoner. Now you're a health confinement case. So we can do whatever we want with you.
Ultimate Bone Broth is back and better than ever, and 20% off plus free shipping and double Patriot points for our new sale. After years of being off the shelves, we're bringing back one of the biggest fan favorite formulas ever, and it's now been reformulated and is even stronger. It's Ultimate Bone Broth Plus. It's got concentrated, high-quality chicken broth protein, turmeric root that's so amazing, chaga mushroom, bee pollen, goji berry, alfalfa herb powder. Then it's got added magnesium and potassium for electrolytes. It's got real organic cocoa bean powder with natural chocolate flavor and a touch of sea salt. It even tastes better than the last formula. And what it does for your body is simply amazing. And again, it has that cutting-edge chicken broth protein isolate powder for better flavor and dissolvability. You're going to love this, and what it does for your joints, what it does for your body, what it does for your bones is simply amazing, and it helps fund the InfoWar. This is really the best bone broth out there, so get yours at InfoWarsStore.com today.